All right, welcome to Witches Podcast slash Talk Show. You know what I'm saying? A woman intentionally teaching, creating, healing, everything, and so. And I have, of course, my co-host Labruja, Guru Labruja, and we also have our special guest back, Goddess Loving Light Ashe.
Hello. Hello,
Yes.
hello, hello.
So, we out here just doing our thing, like, finally decided to turn the camera on like usual. So, I think we're gonna kick it off with some things we got to read that each of us have to read. We were talking about what was it?
Manifestation.
Yes, and first we were talking about manifesting love.
Yes.
And yeah, so we were gonna kind of like talk about that. We got the kiddos, as you can hear in the background.
That's everyday
and,
life.
Yep, that's welcome to Witches.
You hear me?
And yeah, okay. So I got my mother. Shout out, mama. Always. She just gave me this book. One day my
Welcome.
soul just opened up, and we're gonna talk about some things in that. And then you guys, ladies, introduce yourselves. I know I just did, but go ahead and reintroduce yourself and give us some love. Some
I
light and
am
magic.
Guru. I guess I shouldn't do that right now, huh? I am Guru. Labruja. Yes, I am. You know, I love y'all. We here to heal and elevate and grow.
That part.
Learn to love what love is ultimately we've been taught what love is not. If you go off of what we've been pushed upon in childhood, teenagehood, adulthood, when you really get in tune with yourself, is what I'm trying to say. That self-discovery. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we here for. That's what we show up for. So if you want to be here and show up for yourself, show up with us. You got questions to ask, type them in the comments. We here, we family, we tribe, we sisters, we brothers, we open, we united, we one. At the end of the day, I don't care what your religion is, what your culture is. We are all diverse. Just don't come on here with no bullshit. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay,
Come on now, come on now. Together as a whole, we create the sun.
Sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
That's it.
Hello, hello, everybody. I am Goddess Loving Light Ashe. Here to bring you some good old good loving, some redirection back to yourself.
Yes.
You see that? The sun and the moon.
No.
Yes. The wholeness in you.
Yes. Hot shit like Nelly.
You know.
Going down, baby. Your
What should I
street
say?
in the
Up,
Range Rover.
baby.
Right. And y'all know it's Magical Monday.
You know.
Yes.
And the affirmation for Mercury upgrade is
Mercury upgrade is working in my divine favor.
Mercury.
So that means meaning you are my reflection, right? So that means your divine favor as well.
Yes.
That's right.
Mercury upgrade. It is no longer a retrograde. It decides to go back to get what is yours to bring it to you now, and it's time to go up now this time. So it is Mercury upgrade.
And do you know who came up with the Mercury upgrade? This one right here.
Yes, that's
the Ascended Master's laid it right in her
Ascended
lap.
Master Ray lay down the truth.
Yes.
Ray lay down the truth.
Yes.
I think
Living
it's
legend.
a great example of how eventually all the downfalls turn into it's got to be some sort of an upgrade. So yeah, hell yeah, that's what it should be. It should be an upgrade. This time around, after you've done some work, after you put in some work, it's time. The time
Always
you
with
put in that
you.
work,
Yes.
that effort, that everything. You just said one day my life is gonna be like this, and then you look up, however long later, and it is, and you continue to make the things that we want and desire in life. See, we manifesting everything, and that was what we were gonna talk about, manifesting. We manifest everything in our lives.
Yes, we do.
Everything
Yes, we
down
do.
to the second,
Chaos.
the second that you wake up in the rising that you got to go pee. that you manifested that. You said at this specific time, I'm going to set my body to be on go, to go and release this here toxic waste that my body no longer needs.
I shit every morning.
To the moment that your mama decided, I'm going to start some shit with her, because I see that she is pretty goddamn happy
and
right
I shit
now.
every morning.
You also, from your own psychological state of somewhere inside, created this event. God, the moon, revealed some shit to yourself.
Humility and patience and unconditional love. And them are spiritual principles you can't beat. You hear me? You cannot beat nothing with, them trump everything.
Yeah, they do.
And that's why we constantly are given things like that in our life. That just like, we're like,
because those are the things that help us not only cultivate the others, but maintain, those other things. Like, you can ask for a million things. You can ask for everything. You can have everything. But how would you treat those said things that come?
Right.
Are those things even meant for you? Is that for you? Is that a part of you or your mission?
Right. Would you even appreciate it even if you got it?
Mommy?
Funny this
Would you give it away?
Up when we're together, but yeah, okay. We're going to leave that part alone. Anyway.
Mommy?
What you got over there?
They drew me a triangle.
What you want?
Okay.
And in the triangle, hold on, y'all. I'm going to it. Yeah. That part.
I need to write a lot of stuff down.
Yes. It messed me up because here it is. They drew me the triangle. On each side, it says good, fast, cheap.
Ooh.
You could only take two. Which one do you choose? I can start if you want me to. I said good and fast.
Yeah.
I don't want cheap. Give me quality.
That's my truth.
Over quantity.
That's my truth.
And, yeah.
Good and
You can have
fast.
cheap
I would
shit.
say, yeah, I don't
Because
need the cheap.
It holds no value.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
I don't want it.
I don't need the immediate love that
cheap energy
that
Hollow.
satisfies
Fake.
my ego.
The hollow
surface
love.
level.
Yes.
Surface level loving.
Yes.
You never got down to the core of it.
Mm-mm.
Try to get down to the heart of the matter.
Mm.
But my will get weak.
That's what that quick
And my
manifesting
thoughts
gives you.
seems to scatter. But I'm thinking about forgiveness. Even if you don't love me anymore. That's NDRE.
And that's some deep shit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Somebody was on it, but they never said nothing. They gone now.
Well, honestly, it's never. I feel like all the love in our life, whether it's lost or a lot. She's got a part 2 to it too, but it really made me think. Like, wow, that's probably. It's so true. It is so. I think a lot of times that lack of love that we're even feeling came from that anyway. You know what I'm saying? It came from now. We're talking to our family through social media or the phone, and they don't really know us, and there's a lot of discord among the families because they don't really see each other anymore, or maybe they do.
That is the process to, in my eyes, especially being in ascended master energy, to getting to that said union. Because you shouldn't be seeking to be in a relationship to be loved or to be having somebody make you happy, because you can do that yourself. When you move from a healed space, you're doing those things yourself. So what the huge thread is, why they have created this facade of what a relationship would be for us to crave.
Right.
Because if you sat around and craved the very thing of authentic love, those two together, that comes together. Oh, you got a hell of a mountain and a molehill you can't move.
It's true.
And they got a whole community coming behind them. Because the people shall be inspired. That's what they were ordained to come together to do.
Yes.
So, and it's funny too, because that journey and that process, you get community from both ends. from both ends. When you decide I'm going to feed and cultivate and pour all of this love into myself, and it's time for me to really figure out who I am. Oh, I know who I am. I really love myself. I really like who I am. There, your tribe, your reflections start to show up again.
Yeah.
They're that community that you didn't really get to mess with your neighbors like that. They didn't really, y'all wasn't a part of the same kind of energy.
Right. That part.
But then the same kind of frequency starts to show up in your physical reality again. Because you decided to deal with those bags and bags of shit of yours that you've walked into every lifetime with. And then
some of it,
later,
I'm gonna be
that's
serious.
the other community that comes.
Some of it is not all of your shit. Some of it is ancestral shit.
Generational.
And you were sent here to ultimately break those cycles and curses.
And leave them where they stood.
Black sheep, I'm talking to you. I know sometimes it get heavy. I know sometimes it get hard. But you was not meant to give up. Because you are the breaker. You are the curse breaker. You are the cycle breaker. So I don't care what it looks like right here in a second.
Period.
But you can get up as long as your energy still has breath on this earthly plane. That earthly vessel can be redeemed. You hear what I say?
That's so true. Yep. Don't nobody go too far.
And if you do, karma is yours.
I even believe, look, I wrote this down, and that's so funny we're talking about that nobody can go too far. I believe even Lucifer, and I'm starting to lean towards, like, that's a feminine energy. We got it as,
it is.
Yeah. Okay, so, see, I love confirmation. Okay, so, like, I was, like, in this deep thought, like I go into, like, a dreamlike state, awake. And I just get to thinking about stuff, and I got to thinking how Lucifer was the Most High's right, beautifulest angel, right? Right hand woman, I believe. And, okay, so.
Angel of music.
Harmony, feminine, very feminine energy, right? Manipulative, like, egotistical, Okay, so listen, duality, as we know, the gods have to have duality, right? So would be Lucifer from the Most High, and if every energy and emotion has a backdoor, like without hope there's no despair, and without despair there's no hope, right? Without praise there's no jealousy, so on and so forth.
Without order there's no love. Without love there's no order.
Okay. Okay, so you get it. Everything's got a backdoor, right? Okay. So if Lucifer is the feminine God aspect and the Most High is the masculine God aspect, if you stunt the woman's growth, you keep the divine feminine down, and you keep everything off of balance, upside down. You're putting fear first, right? But the back door to that is faith, right? So if we're looking at a yin and yang, like my drawing has, and it's got an equal part feminine, equal part masculine, if they had just turned it counterclockwise, it would have put masculine on top and feminine on bottom, right? So it would be a clockwise motion to get it back, or you could go the other. And then beforehand, we seen the black butterfly and a yellow butterfly. And me, that was an understanding of both. I was which I already knew existed. I already understood duality existed and all that other stuff, but it was cool to kind of figure that out and then get the confirmation.
This point I want to touch on, talking about duality. I hear a lot of us talking about, I'm gonna say us because y'all my flesh. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I heard a lot of us say things like, I'm doing away with my demons, or I'm busy fighting my demons. You don't have to fight them, man. You don't have to do away with them.
Embrace them.
Embrace them. Make one with them. Give them a voice. Listen to them for a fucking second. Sometimes these very voices that are so said or acting like they are against something, or really just a piece of you that is saying, "Fucking hear me for once."
It was neglected.
Fucking hear me.
That's that inner child, baby.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes adult.
Honor your shadow. Honor your demons. You know how people say people run from their demons, I make friends with them? Mm-hmm. Those are the kind of people you want to be like. You know why? Because they're teaching themselves dualities. Yeah. Learning to enjoy not only who they are in the shadow, but to enjoy that light and bring them as one, and understand that makes the true Oreo cookie, baby.
Tell it.
Self-reflection, like you were talking about, to nip off on a daily basis anything no longer serving you.
Yes.
You know? And to always know that you, to admit, and it's okay to be wrong.
And Lucifer means morning star. Right. Please look it up. Please. You have been baffled, buffooned, and we can tell you that being ignorant is not blissful. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, I think there's a whole, because, even the demons we talk about, I try to explain that to my daughter, because she's like, Cancer and empathetic, and she like, and I try to explain to her the demons and darkness. They're missing the compassion.
They are hurt.
Yep.
They are,
and they ultimately want to be free. They want to be free.
Cursed. They are the broken. They are the feeling of worthlessness. Like, imagine a space of being a person.
They lost their power.
Yes.
They don't have no power.
Absolutely cannot utilize anything of their own essence because they have no more.
Yeah.
Because they gave it all away.
Yeah. For validation on the outside.
And when you think about yourself being in that state before, don't you remember that you had to give yourself compassion to come to who you are now?
Man.
So you got to give those demons, those said shadows, give yourself. Yeah. On that other side of you, give yourself grace.
We were talking about addictions before the podcast came on.
Yes.
And how, how we all have them in so many different ways. Yeah, they're having a blast. And people think about addictions and just think, drug abuse or like alcoholism and stuff like that. But there's so many forms of that.
I used to be addicted to being needed.
Addicted to feeling validated. Addicted to rejection. Addicted to rape. Addicted, and I'm not just talking about the act of rape.
Victimization.
Victim mentality.
Yes, the
self-pity.
Victim mentality. Yeah.
A victim.
Shame.
Abuse.
Yeah.
I was addicted to abuse.
And would seek out people that would do that so you could play the victim. Yeah, that's,
And didn't even realize I was doing it until I stopped and looked in the mirror. Because why am I attracting all of these needy energies? Because you're in that needy energy. Come out of that needy energy and you'll attract that what you want to be.
And then
you have to ultimately change you to attract what you desire.
Yep.
You can't just say I want. You have to be it. Yep. That's how you get it.
And
absolutely everything that you want to manifest.
Discipline.
It is.
Yeah, when I tell y'all hot chocolate, whoo. Hi. Hot chocolate, y'all. It's 4 days in. 4 days in. I got 3 more days. 3 more days. Shut up. When I say, but I know what the caffeine does to me. I'm already a ball of energy, electrifying ball of energy. Yeah. So you're going to add this caffeine to this daily. Out of balance. You're trying to ground yourself, but how can you?
When you're floating.
Hello?
Yeah, you're floating. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
You gotta have some kind of discipline, even with the eating.
Yeah.
Had I never looked in the mirror and realized that a lot of my weight wasn't just external weight.
It was external.
It was internal. And when I started shedding that internal
but also
weight,
external off of you.
Right.
It was also shit around you that was causing that.
And it was like,
and you didn't even know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And when I started shedding it, I started shedding the weight, but I was gaining so much wisdom.
Ooh,
so much wisdom.
That was like as I was shedding the trauma, I was regaining pieces of myself back.
Mommy. Things, and that's one of the pieces that I wrote. Things lost in the fire. Things lost, because when you think about going through a fire, you could think about losing everything, or you could think about, hey, I'm still here. I lost all materialistic things, but me and all my children were fine. We were over in Alton, Illinois, and we got a call that there was a house fire. They had the wrong address, so I didn't think anything of it. Then I got a call from my sister. Your house is on fire. I had addiction to shopping on Amazon. That was how I found my peace. I was in a shitless relationship. And I was doing shitless stuff for family members. Right. You know, I was trying to be everybody's cover, but never covered myself. Yeah, and that was when I woke up and was like, I'm going to have to heal myself, and I'm going to have to protect myself. And I screamed, reality. Reality is a motherfucker. And it may hurt, but it's worth it. Because who I am now, I look at everything that I walk through, those things lost in the fire, and I tell them, thank you. Thank you. Because had I never walked through that fire, I would have never been peace.
That's like a saying I use all the time.
Caterpillar to butterfly.
Hell, I walk through the burning sand to get to who the hell I am.
And when you really do, you can really appreciate the journey. But you know, it's about remembering it for me sometimes. Sometimes I have to remind myself how far indeed I did come. I got to remind myself still, you know what I mean?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
And when you get done reminding yourself, celebrate every time.
Yeah, baby, I celebrated so hard last night on that stage. I promise you, they never knew that I popped my knee out of place.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, baby.
And I had on
some
heel boots.
Baby, that swirling.
I had on little small heel boots, but I was good. And it felt so good. It was like the more I danced, the more they went funky with the music. And the more you joined in, the more they got funky with the music.
They was clowning. You would have thought some Kundalini activation was happening up in there.
What was having a ball?
That's how we was last night. That's the inner children talking about. While we talking about reliving and whatever happened last night, they over there reliving it out loud.
But you know, that's what being your true free self does for other people around you. It gives them the opportunity to do that.
Yes. When I say you hit it on the nail, and
that's what y'all do for me. I hope you guys know that. That's what you do for. That's what this was all about. Was to, you know what I mean? Just keep remembering the magic in the moment. You know, because it's so easy to get sidetracked and lost in this world. You know, and you have to keep coming back and grounding yourself and reminding yourself that you're divine. You're in this world. You're not of it, even though you're made of every element of it. You know, you're not of this. Like I'm not. You're not. A lot of
being of the earth and of the world are two different things.
That's so true.
And we are earth children.
Be of the earth. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Being of the earth to me sounds like being one with Mother Earth.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. You know, but in that you'll find the connection with other people that are looking for that.
Yeah.
It's almost like a direct line.
And then you find that's when you see that you may have learned to manipulate one or two of the elements being of the earth, right? But then when you get those other reflections of you that enter into your realm, your physical reality, they show you that, oh, wait, I can manipulate fire too. Oh, shit. I got that much water in me too.
I can manifest.
I know I'm made of water, but I didn't know I could do that with water too. Oh. And then you start to realize I'm just a whole ass element bender. I'm a fucking alchemist.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta get to know you first. a whole journey, you know.
And y'all know Labruja, I takes it further. I said, I'm a sorcerer. I am a conjurer. Yes, the children are saying it with me. And I am a magical being. And just as I am magical, so are my sisters.
Yeah.
And we are divine sorcerers. And we call in that which we desire. And we are grateful for the power that we have awakened within us. For as we have awakened our power, we have awakened theirs. Yeah. And that is like, woo!
And if you have children, Most High want me to say this real loud right now. If you have children and you are watching this right now, you have not awakened to who you really are. You don't even know what the word divinity means. It's time, baby. It's time. And it's what it is time for. It's time for you to not only awaken to who you are, but it is time for you to break the chains for you and your children. Mm-hmm. So that when they decide to show up in this world as a person, they can say, I am a whole individual by myself.
Excuse me, y'all. I apologize.
There comes the mama.
I saw it.
Because what we don't need is any hospital visits, honey.
We don't do them.
You know.
But then we got herbs in the yard.
You know.
That part.
You know, I'm definitely going to put some on it now.
Yeah, and we got some chicken witches stew in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes, we
I cannot wait for some Labruja stew.
Yes.
I cannot wait, y'all. Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, so hang on, I'm going to read this part real fast. Because when I opened this book, this is what really got me. It said, this book is dedicated to ego. That part of us that continues to worry, lives in doubt, is afraid, judges other people, is afraid to trust, needs proof, believes only when it's convenient, fails to follow up, refuses to praise what it preaches, practice what it preaches, needs to be rescued, wants to be a victim, beats up on self, needs to be right all the time, and continues to hold on to what does not work. You are now put on notice that your days are numbered, and it's 40 days and 40 nights towards spiritual strength and personal growth. One day, my soul just opened up by
Iyanla.
Please say it for me so I don't fuck it up.
Iyanla Vanzant.
Okay. Sorry. Don't hate me.
No,
I love poetry.
I was about to say you were right there. You could have said it. I think you got it.
I don't like to slaughter people's names. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody knows how to say it, yeah. That's great. Thank you.
Let me show y'all how manifestation and the power of thought work. Say it. You can say it. I believe in you. You believe in you. Say it.
Iyanla. Iyanla.
There we go. That's it.
Iyanla. Okay.
That's it. That's that. You see how fast it is to reprogram yourself.
Do it again.
You see how easy it is. Yes.
Iyanla Vanzant.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you believe it, be around people who believe in you, and you know you can do it. Bye. Go ahead.
And you know what's crazy is, I'm a reader, so a lot of times as a reader, I won't know how to pronounce things. Like, I'll spell it for you before I can pronounce it. And, but I do know who this author is. I have read books of hers, and she was very inspiring when I read her other book. And it was a self-reflections book, if I'm not mistaken. So if it wasn't that, it was like a daily bread type of book. But yeah, so my mom gave this to me. I'm going to read this poem, and then, yeah. The whole first thing is called Removing the Veil. But we already read this poem. One day my soul just opened up and things started happening. Things I can't quite explain. I mean, I cried and cried like never before. I cried tears of 10,000 mothers. I couldn't even feel anything because I cried till I was numb. One day my soul just opened up. I felt this overwhelming pride. What was I proud of? Only God knows. Like the pride of 100,000 fathers, basking in the glory of their newborn sons, I was brimming from ear to ear. One day my soul just opened up. I started laughing, and I laughed for what seemed like forever. Wasn't nothing particularly funny going on, but I laughed anyhow. I laughed the joy of a million children playing in the mud. I laughed till my side ached. Oh God, it felt so good. One day my soul just opened up. There were revelations, annihilations, and resolutions. Feelings of doubt, betrayal, vengeance, and forgiveness. Memories of things I had seen and done before, of places I'd been, although I didn't know when. There were times and lives I'd lived, people I loved, battles I'd fought, victories I'd won, and wars I'd lost. One day my soul just opened up and poured out all the things I'd been hiding and denying and living through that just happened moments before. And one day my soul just opened up and decided I was good and ready. I was good and ready to surrender my life to God. So with my soul wide open, I sat down, wrote her a note, and told her so.
Ray is going to enjoy reading that book, and she's going to enjoy sharing. Yeah, did you hear it? It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. So much fun.
Yeah,
Ray.
stuff. Oh, there's already a bookmark in it. I wonder where that bookmark
that encompasses literally embracing compassion. That's literally the gist of embracing your demons. Giving that ego a voice. Deciding to say, you know what, pain, I did hear you that time. You know what, sorrow, I'm sorry you had to feel that day.
So if you can't feel it, you can't heal it. Right. If you numb yourself, if you constantly escaping, you will not heal it. And escaping can be anything. It could be eating.
Hey, Roxy. Wow, girl, get that throat chakra open. Okay, hey, we can't hear. Can you be a little quieter, please? There you go. Thank you.
Look, she's so little and such a powerhouse, yeah.
It just definitely when it's anything ultimately. If anything you are doing that is causing you to not be able to deal with yourself or what's going on internally, you are escaping. There's no way around it.
Yeah. And if you're around people or place or thing that is not allowing you to be yourself, away freely.
Ooh.
Man.
You have said to your power, your own power, in essence, I don't want you. And I just felt a twist in my rib when I said it there. I feel like it's somebody who is gonna come across this right, who may be watching, who right now ain't quite been honoring yourself the way you should. Mad about how somebody else is treating you, but you not quite treating yourself the way that you deserve to be treated. But you got to remember always that we are always manifesting, like she said. So if you are not creating and cultivating that good relationship with yourself, treating yourself the way you deserve, you have to expect that absolutely nothing that you don't, everything you don't deserve, expect it from your outer world as well.
I heard somebody say what you're paying attention to is the gift you're buying. So what we're focusing our energy on is exactly what we're buying. Yeah. That's what we're building and buying is what we're focusing on, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I just recently learned about like how to like hey, a little quieter please, girls. How to according to how you generate and manifest, you know what I'm saying? If they're not in a state of doing what they want to do, they will not achieve the great things that they hope for, because they can't align with what that feels like, what that looks like. You know? And if you can't understand and feel the joy that you're going to get when you are that person, or you get this situation that you want to happen, then it's really in vain. It's not going to be appreciated anyway.
This is Magical Monday.
She cracking up. Make it crack it up.
This is Magical Monday. And 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 this is I told Tribe I was gonna burn us all a bay leaf today,
Yes.
and what I want to burn it for is for financial freedom.
Yes, I'm down
For
for
us,
that.
our lineage, and for you all, whomever come across us today, whomever decides to tune in you and your lineage, so shall the curses of financial bondage be broken today. So motive.
So motive be I say, oh.
My lineage is off, so I'm sure whoever manifests anything, all of our lineage is off. I just choose to know that.
We come
If
from
you didn't
royal
know.
priests and priestesses.
I mean, you might have a certain one that you can go up the line of in recent, but
We talking Aboriginal. Aboriginal.
yeah, we all related up in this one.
You better know it. So I got something to share, and it is protector. And of course, we know protector is one who heals. I mean, one who protects. And then I have healer, and healer is one who heals. So protector, for me, breaking it down, is a patron who's receptive to omniscient and tactful, along chivalrously teaching origin tribal roots universally.
Oh wow, that's a mouthful, girl.
Yeah, that's why I had to slow it down.
Ooh, okay, say it again because I got to take all that in. All right, say it one more time.
Okay. Patreon, who's receptive to omniscient and tactful, Alon chivalrously teaching origin tribal roots universally. And healer, holy earth angel, living, loving, and embracing all earth's creations.
Yeah,
reincarnations. Recreations.
Pass me that torch there, sister.
That part. All the R's. Restore.
That torch there.
I will pass you whatever you like, darling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, it says recreation. But I've never read this one out loud. So it's like, whoa. I sat in meditation with this and I just sat with it. And I was like, I had to be all this to myself. So I know I'm not the only one. So let me kind of write down like what it meant to me. And I was like, wow. You call yourself a heart angel.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
You are.
And you are too. That's all.
Yeah.
Manifestation gone to the ethers, beloveds. Financial freedom is ours.
Period.
She likes fire too. We like fire.
I am one with the elements.
We like bonfires too. Mm-hmm. We like rituals too.
Mm-hmm. I like anything that keeps me in alignment and in my authenticity.
There you go. I don't dim my light for nobody.
And elevated.
As my dear
right.
God, I would like to say, yes. I've been a God. Told me, shine your light relentlessly. I will never forget that.
What you say?
Shine your light relentlessly.
Who said it?
I've been a God.
Shout out, Benedict.
Shout out to the God.
Yeah. That's one hell of a name. I'll never get over.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the first time I heard, that's like a name you'll never forget.
Never, ever.
That's a powerful name, right?
It
there.
is. It is.
It's an affirmation.
Up?
Yeah.
See the winds? You see the winds?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, just like that.
Yeah, the wind's been with us all day. Yeah.
You are. Excuse me, I forgot we was recording. Oh, okay, guys.
Yep. We gonna take.
Think about that manifestation. Sit in it. Feel it. What does the room look like when that manifestation has come? What is the bills that got paid off that you don't got to worry about no more? What is the thing that you wanted to buy your child that you got more than enough money to buy them 75 of them today?
What is that business you can open and invest in your empire and
what
your
is
lineage?
the business that you are going to leave that lineage and they can also make another business, whatever skill they cultivate?
Off a beautiful, beautiful product or service, not of this bullshit that's out here, this capitalist bullshit.
Yeah, out of loving energy.
Period.
Because we do not.
Handcrafted,
Yes.
made with love.
And you can feel
intention.
it. You can feel it when you
Facts.
hold the items.
You can.
You can. You can feel the, even when you ingest the food. When
the
it's
water,
not
the tea, the drinks, all of it.
When there is no pureness in it, it's like it tastes like cardboard.
Yeah.
It has no taste. It's so bland. It's disgusting.
Undesirable.
Ow! You just hit it right on the nail. We are closing out. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
I will probably be on TikTok for the next one. Thank you.